right when I shot, he kind of stepped and turned. But looking back at the footage, the arrow looked like it got up in there. It either broke off or came out. Mitch said he's seen it. We've been watching the buck. He ran down. Looks like he got on the other side of the creek down there, but he hasn't moved since. It looked like he bedded down. It did look like he was struggling there, and not 100%, but we think he's dead. Right when I explained where he was to Mitch, and Mitch got the binos on him, Mitch said he could see a lot of blood, and I seen him kind of fighting, and it looked like he may be expired, but we're gonna just sit here for a while, see if we can get a little bit better vantage point, and we might, back out of here for a little while, but that was pretty exciting. That's the second buck that I've shot on the ground. The first one, Mitch was in the process of hanging a stand when we spotted a buck, and this would be the second one, but this is definitely the first time that we've attempted to stalk a buck, and it was a lot of fun for sure. So we'll see what happens here, but hopefully he's down over there. There's bubbles in there, Mitch.
Not to mention it's spraying everywhere. It's coming out. Yeah, baby.
Alright guys, as you can tell, we got this buck drug up out of there. As we suspected, this deer went down when we thought he did. We weren't sure, and like I said back in the woods, we wanted to play it safe. It looks like the arrow hit basically where the heart meets all the other organs, lungs and whatnot. So it was a very lethal shot. I've been very thankful on both bucks this year to put good shots on them. That's what we strive to do as hunters. Yesterday morning, we see another beautiful, beautiful buck. Last night, as you guys can see in the footage, we saw a stud, and we thought it was going to come together for us last night. He ended up catching our wind. It swirled on us. Otherwise, we probably would have got a shot at him. Came in here this morning, and we hung this set. The only issue is we couldn't find a tree right where we wanted. So we ended up, doing the next best thing, and finding a tree that was nearby. We had a stud come in this morning with a doe, and if we would have been where we were originally sitting, we would have got an arrow on that buck. I came to full draw at 40 yards. The doe caught her wind, and he eventually followed her. I didn't have a shot. He was had a smaller tree blocking his vitals, so we were kind of a little deflated. Just the wind's been really against us this entire trip. Fast forward probably about an hour and a half, and we had a pretty good 10 cruise over the ridge, following a doe, and a couple other bucks came over. They started fighting, and I came to full draw on that deer. But again, there was a smaller tree that had some branches hanging over his vitals, and I just didn't want to force a shot. Come about 12 o'clock, Mitch and I were trying to decide what to do. And I happened to kind of turn around, look over Mitch's shoulder when I spotted this buck, and he was staring right at us. The fact that he's laying here is mind-boggling still, but we still have takes to fill, and before we head home, we're going to hopefully